all, FoxyDits here. We're getting into some extremely difficult skip territory here with New Game Plus's Chapter 5 skip, updated strats. Let's go ahead and first look at the requisites here. So Cloud is going to start off with ATB boost, first strike, and enemy skill materia, and Tifa is going to have first strike. Tifa has Whistlewind Scarf equipped so that she's guaranteed to have 2 ATB at the start of combat, which is going to be very important. And then lastly, we have battle settings on Cloud. Required are both Disorder and Self-Destruct, because we're going to do some nearly frame-perfect destructing of ourselves here. So let's get into the battle here, and just kill these slug rays as fast as possible. So Blast here, and then Operator attack. The goal is to have 2 ATB, so if you don't, then you can do ATB boost. And then we're going to shortcut self-destruct ourselves right at the end of the battle here. So that timing is pretty specific. So Tifa says, Cloud! And then about a second and a half later, the announcer on the train starts. You want to be hitting L1 shortcut for self-destruct right around the time that the announcer's subtitles appear on the screen and you start hearing it. Mess around with the timing a little bit and you'll get it about 95% of the time. And that damages Cloud down instantly, so that Infinite Flee is going to be just that much faster. So next we move enemy skill off of Cloud onto Tifa, because we're going to be heading right to another fight where we're going to damage down Tifa with another very time-sensitive damage down. Self-destruct. So we're just going to roll Cloud out of the way until Tifa gets in this party, and we're going to take Tifa and carry her away. And we're going to self-destruct her right on a specific line, and it ends combat the moment she hits that line. So what I did there, you see this little rectangular shadow on the ground that's Cloud standing in front of? That is actually a marker that I found for the battle end trigger. So if you're in combat with the slug rays right there, and you cross this line right here, that's this little far end of that rectangle shadow, battle will end. So if, as Tifa, you queue up self-destruct right before that battle end trigger, her animation for casting that spell lurches her into that battle end trigger and ends the battle automatically. So that's a way for you to not game over there, because a lot of the time with Cloud, as having 1 HP, the slug rays will have already killed him by the time you get here with Tifa, and they just shoot machine guns, so you can't really just safely self-destruct as Tifa anywhere and escape the battle without Cloud getting, just randomly shot every once in a while. So that's why we, as Tifa, run to this little battle end trigger, and I'll see if I can just do it again real quick here. Just gonna heal Tifa, so that, again, we don't take him over. And enter combat, and we're gonna run Tifa to that spot. And do you see how when I cross that trigger, battle just instantly ended? That's me hitting the trigger. Thankfully, it's pretty forgiving, because if that happens, it's not like your skip's over or anything. You just have to run back into battle and do it again. Okay, so once you have both party members low HP, we're going to go ahead and equip Cloud with Revival Earrings. And Tifa still keeps the enemy skill materia for self-destruct, because she's going to be killing herself. So Cloud with Revival Earrings, Tifa with enemy skill. So once you open this little door, we're going to queue up potions on Tifa and lag her in this room. The door will close on our way to battle again, and we're going to enter battle right as she's opening the door to get null space disabled. So just keep tapping potions, look on the right side of the screen. When it disappears, wait a couple of seconds, then run into combat. Now run into Flee, switch back to Tifa. She should be in the doorway. We'll self-destruct, switch back to Cloud, run out of fleeing so that combat doesn't end. Let Cloud die is 1 HP, so it's always 1 hit.
Here's to it in like this.
Next, we're going to gain some ATB. And run 2 fleeing over on this side. We're going to ATB boost to finish up our ATB game because we need 2 ATB. And we're going to revive Tifa and then disorder lag Cloud. So we revive Tifa and then open up our menu and disorder lag. So now Cloud is stuck over there in Punisher mode, moving at the speed of snails. And we're going to parry punch Tifa all the way over to our deload point, which I'll point out when we get there.
We gotta help Barret right now.
Punch parry, punch parry, punch parry. Away from battle. You see this curving area? We're going to get a little notification that we're in a different sector in a moment. There we are. Corkscrew tunnel. Do you see this light on the wall? That's turned off. Go ahead and just run to that area and then swap back to Cloud and then swap back to Tifa. Now we're out of bounds. You see that? And we should have null space disable. If you ratchet back and forth, you've missed the door timing. Okay, so once you're out of bounds, you're going to be pointing back towards battle area. Do you see those icons for where the enemies are over there that just happened? You're going to kind of be pointing back towards battle. See those little blue things that let you know where combat's happening? And you're going to kind of angle yourself outwards. You'll see a train kind of floating in the sky, the lights of the train. You're going to kind of want to just go towards that train, but a little bit to the left of it. So do you see those lights approaching? It's a little bit harder to see since this is lower resolution than it would be if you were playing like on your PS4 or PS5. But you want the lights of that train, especially that leftmost light, to kind of just slide away off the right side of the screen. That means you're going in the right direction. And after a while of punching into the darkness, you'll see the screen light up. Just keep going in that direction. Screen lights up. Now stop and wait for it to load in, and you should be able to get bearings of where you are. So once it's loaded in, you're looking for this staircase, which you will drop down onto. And so you run down it, and once you get to the middle of this staircase, you're going to swap to Cloud, and then swap back to Tifa instantly. Once you're down on Tifa, run down here. You can't get into battle, so don't worry about it. And then punch parry over to this little guy right here. Wait for the map to load back in. Sometimes these guys are gone, and you'll just get used to just punch parrying a couple of times to come over here. So once the lights come back on and you see that web, you can drop down onto the staircase that's underneath here. You see that staircase I just landed on? And then you're going to run down here, do the same thing, right in the middle of that staircase. You go down. You can't enter battle, so while the map's deloading like that, so don't worry about that. You can punch parry down, and we're just going to be going right through that wall towards the end game here. You'll see the map deload, and then reload back in. And you want to reconnect with the map right here. So you're running down, 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 descending into the Crab Warden fight area. Right at this blue light here, we're going to deload again, one last time, and punch parry through the map, head towards that red room. Punch, punch, punch. Heading towards that red room, you see Crab Warden over there. We're going to pass right by on the left side of him. Look off to the right, around here, when you're passing by Crab Warden, and you're going to see the post-Crab Warden fight location. Once you're here, run up the stairs, warp Cloud here, and you can use him to end combat with Thunder.
That's gotta be him.
Whoever has Thunder. Run back, down the stairs, and I don't have to teach you guys this part. We're just ending the chapter. But for completion's sake, we'll go ahead and end the chapter as I end this video. And that is Chapter 5. That's the fastest way that you can skip Chapter 5. It requires the least menuing, and it requires the least awkward re-entering of fights to damage down. It is, however, the hardest skip in the game by far, probably 2 to 3 times harder than any other skip in the game when it comes to like requiring perfect timing on things. All right, hope you enjoyed. Take care, everybody.